Good morning. I'm Reverend Carla McClellan, Interim Minister of Unity Fort Myers, for one more week. Next week, mark your calendars now, our new minister will be starting, Reverend Crystal Muldrow. Please join her Sunday morning for her inaugural service and support her as we create the new reality at Unity of Fort Myers. We welcome you each and every Sunday to join us, just as you are, just where you are. Whether this is your first time or you've been with us many, many years, we welcome you. As a community, we realize that even in our disagreements, we are one in God. We invite you to return often and know that you are never alone or lost. In our fellowship of love, there is a place just for you.
Well, I join with Reverend Carla and welcome you to this Sunday service with Unity of Fort Myers. And I'd just like to take a second to say thank you, Carla, for the opportunity to work with you. It's been a blessing and a pleasure, and I hope that we get to continue to stay in touch, even though you'll be more focused up there in Kansas City and we'll still be down here in Florida. But it really was a blessing for me, and I thank you for your service and the time that you've spent here and the time you spent with me. So we're going to move forward, and I'm going to do our announcements this morning. What I know that we have going on is Carla still has a class that's continuing the Thunder of Silence, and Christina also has her classes that are continuing. So if you would like to join them in those classes, you can go to our Facebook page, Unity of Fort Myers Facebook page. We also have our website, that's the unityfortmyers.org website, and the information about the classes, how to connect to the classes on Zoom. Since we're doing our virtual classes together, we'll all be there. And so you can continue to interface with us and continue to work with us and join us in the classes and things that serve you. So we encourage you to do that. And then once again, I just want to say Reverend Crystal will be here, and we want to join her next Sunday as she does her first service with us. So we're going to continue to move forward as we have together. As we know, Unity was founded in prayer with our prayer circles that were started by Myrtle and Charles Fillmore. Prayer continues to be very important to us here at Unity of Fort Myers. And so there are a couple of ways that we can support you in that prayer process. Our prayer chaplains are still available. And if that is something that you would like to request a prayer chaplain, you can do that through the website by email or emailing the church and on the Facebook page. So if you will communicate to us that that's a need, then we will let one of our prayer chaplains know, and they will be happy to get back with you and support you in that prayer request. There is also the prayer line with Silent Unity that continues to be available to us as it always is. It's been there for over 150 years, every day, all day. So that's another way that you can connect if you have a need for prayer. And so we encourage you to reach out when you have either something to celebrate or a need that you would like us to support you and attract.
Let's begin our service now in gratitude. Gratitude that we have chosen this moment to come together. Even in this form of communication, we acknowledge the very presence of God. There is one presence, one power, one creative field available to us all the time to lift us up, to inspire us, to harmonize us, to pull us forward in our journey of knowing our oneness with each other and with God. As we just simply allow ourselves to know that as God is, we are a part of that infinite presence, that we have within us the ability to intuit more God through us and as us into life. And we acknowledge that although we may not know how, that through prayer and meditation and sitting in the silence, we are inspired to new creative ways of being. Grateful that we have the ability to know God, to experience God, we allow ourselves in this next hour to put aside our most closely held opinions and beliefs and conclusions and simply be one in the one presence. We know this presence through the power of love, unconditional love, love that knows no other. The grace of God is available to us, and we willingly receive it throughout this service. And we begin by turning it over to the will and to the nature of the living Christ presence within us all. Amen.
People, you can lose sight of it all, and the darkness there inside you makes you feel so small. But I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful like a rainbow. Show me a smile then. Don't be unhappy, can't remember when I last saw you laughing. If this one makes you crazy and you've taken all you can bear, you call me up because you know I'll be there. And I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful like a rainbow. Let them show your true colors. See your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show. And I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful like a rainbow. I see your true colors.
Hello, my friends. This is our last week of the Unexpected Income Program, so I hope you're taking advantage of it. When we open ourselves to receive, it is amazing how the universe supports us. So this is our last week with the book, Even Mystics Have Bills to Pay. And I'm calling our talk today. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Are you out there? Testing. Are you there? Because it's with Zoom, it is hard to know. Are you there? Are you hearing what I'm saying? Are we connected at any kind of level? So in Malachi 3:10 is the quote, "Prove me now. Bring all the tithes into the warehouse, that there may be food in my house. Test me and see if I will not throw open the floodgates of heaven and pour so much blessing that you won't have enough room for it." Jim Rosemergy in his book says there is an infinite source within us. We are rich in spirit. A way must be found so that the fountainhead, the wellspring of living water, can find its way from the dark depths of the early desire into the light where it can quench our greater thirst for meaning, security, and discovery. That's what the human journey is all about, is that search for meaning, for security, and discovery, to become curious, to come from that place within us where we intuit God through us, that desire to know God more and to serve that God-like desire within us to the world. In life, as the years march on, we allow circumstances to dash our dreams, don't we? The struggle to make ends meet, or the fear of the future, and the unwise decisions from the past seem to limit us today and tomorrow. We link our self-worth to our financial worth, and we suffer. Hope and willingness are the foundation of creativity and new ways of living. So what I'm saying by that is, in order to create a new way of being in the new reality of now, that it is imperative that we go deep within ourselves to connect with our idea of God being the creative power in our life and expressing through all of God's creation. And that means through us. God does not do for us, but God does through us. That there is a part of us that needs to be willing, no matter what, to go through the dark spots in our life, to go through the areas of pain and discomfort in order to find that new wellspring of living water, to live from a new understanding of who we be and how we serve. So hope is the unshakable, steadfast belief in this infinite power that we call God, the one presence, the one power. Willingness is our superpower. It is our capacity, no matter what. We don't have to know how. We don't even have to want to be willing, but we have the capacity to be willing regardless of the circumstances, situations that we're in. So what that means is hope gives us the light to see the path, and willingness opens the door for us to walk through the door into what our new reality will be. Families have needs, churches have needs, that is a fact, but that isn't the issue that we're really dealing with. The most important question for us to ask is, will a new consciousness of God dawn within me? Will a new consciousness of God dawn within me? How do we prove God more in our life? That's what this is about. Prove me now, says the Lord. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Let's put it into action what we say and talk about our beliefs being. So how are we going to go about testing, proving God is our source in all of our experiences of life? Well, we begin, step one is with thanksgiving for all that we do have. Gratitude. Gratitude is an amazing power. It dispels any negativity and it uplifts us. A gratitude list, my friends, even though you hear it over and over again, do it. You will be astounded in a month by how that shift changes your attitude, your intention, and your actions. A gratitude list focuses our attention on what is working, what is positive. 2, improving me now, is when we endorse a check or pay a bill to write blessings underneath our name. We must be conscious of all that we receive, all the ways our life is blessed. We must be willing, no matter what, to receive. Giving and receiving is all one action. And we prime the doorway, the gateway to abundance by giving of ourself. In 3, once we have received, so number 1 is we are grateful. Number 2 is that we count our blessings. And number 3 of proving me now is called the purge. The purge is letting go of what we are not using. Hoarding is a sign that we feel insecure and that we believe in a limited supply. So clean out the attic, the basement, or the garage. I know in Florida, you don't necessarily have all those things, but all of us have a drawer or a closet or a storage space that is overflowing with junk that we don't use, junk that we just allow to accumulate. Clean out those closets and feel how much more breathing room you have in your home and, better yet, in your body. Stuffing blocks energy. The more clutter, the less energy you have. Remember those Israelites in the desert with Moses? When they got afraid, they stored up the manna and found it spoiled and filled with worms. Our thoughts and our fears spoil what we have. Keep the circulation going of giving and receiving, giving and receiving. Saving is a great idea. It's different than hoarding, but don't save for the rainy day. Save for future opportunities to celebrate. Share for those grand adventures. Share for those save for those moments that we never forget when we celebrate our lives or the lives of those that we love. Save for meaningful opportunities. These steps are preparations for our souls to have breakthroughs. Believing we possess something is a block to our prosperity. We don't possess our jobs. We don't possess our houses. We don't possess our children. We don't possess our relationships. A consciousness of truth is what our spirit needs. That to know that no matter what, we are provided for. All our needs are met. There is just a new door opening for us, and we have to trust the process of bringing it into manifestation. So let's create a prosperity plan together, okay? So first we start with a vision. Without a vision, the people perish, the Bible tells us. So God helps to connect with God in the silence, allows us to create a new vision of what we want to be, to do, or to have. And this is true for our church. We have been creating a new vision of who we are, what we have, and what we do into our experience of life here at Unity of Fort Myers. Once we have that vision, then begin to serve others. Service is the seed that bears fruit. So know your vision and know your purpose. Your purpose in life is to realize that you are both human and divine, and to understand that that divinity already is who you are, what you have, and how you can share. The ego takes us away. Our human part takes us away and has us believe that we're separate, or that we lack something, or we're not that spark of divinity that is the truth of who we are. If we believe that a consciousness of God is the creative power in the universe, that out of God everything is created, everything good, and that we are actually made of God's stuff, if we truly believe that, then we are called in holy pauses like we're going through now to create a new vision of ourselves, to allow new qualities of being to come forth, to take action in serving our communities in new ways. So work from an attitude of service. Gratefully share with others all that you have to offer. Gratefully share. Let God know the how. It's not up to us to know how it's going to happen. It's up to us to be willing to be different than we've been yesterday, to have a vision of what we want to demonstrate tomorrow, and to let God figure out the how. Have an attitude of trust. This is our prosperity plan for Unity of Fort Myers. Know our vision and purpose. From the silence, allow new ideas to spring forth. We're going to work from an attitude of service, gratefully sharing what we have. We're letting God know the how, and we're embodying an attitude of trust. I want to share this quote with you as we prepare for our time in meditation. Wherever people gather for selfless ends, there is a vast augmentation of their individual capacities. Something wonderful, something momentous happens. An irresistible force begins to move, which, though we may not see it, is going to change our world. An irresistible force begins to move as we gather together for selfless ends. This irresistible force, which though we may not see it, is going to change our world. In this lies the power and the meaning of spiritual companionship. It's all God. It's all done. Allowing it to move through us in new and exciting ways will be the change we want to see in the world. So let's move into a time of meditation and silence. If it's comfortable for you, close your eyes. Deepen your breathing and simply allow. I allow myself to open even wider to receive. As I allow, I receive. As I allow what is in my life to be there without judgment, without analyzing it, without suppressing it or denying it. As I allow, I receive more God into me. I accept and I believe that I have all that I need. As I allow, I receive. I accept. I believe that I have all that I need right now. As I allow, I receive, I accept, and I believe that I am all that I need right now. I believe I am all that I need right now. In the silence, listen to your soul as it speaks to you. I am all that I need right now to prove God as me and through me. I am willing to be all that I can be. I give up having to know how. I trust. I love. I serve, and I receive. In this awareness, we create our new reality, a greater reality through us. Namaste, dear friends.
Thank you, Carla, for that special meditation. I always love it when you lead us in meditation. Let's join together now in the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we have forgiven our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from error.
For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen.
Now we've come to that time when we get to share back with the church some of that love and the blessings that we continue to receive from Spirit in the form of giving our tithes and offerings. So we still need your support, as all the things of the church are still there that needed to be met. Those needs need to be met. And so we are so grateful for your continued support. There are a couple ways that you can continue to give that. One way is the old-fashioned way, write a check and mail it to the church. Or you can text the word Give Unity Fort Myers to 44321. So that's text Give Unity Fort Myers 44321, or there is a button on the Unity website that you can use and click on that and provide us with your blessing and tithes and offerings that way. So we're so grateful for your continued support, and we thank you for giving so blessedly to us. Carla, would you like to bless the offering?
I would. So together, let us say our offertory blessing. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I am grateful.
Thank you, Carla. All right, it's the time in the service where we get to bless the children. All the children out there in the world, we all need the blessings, but I think we especially love to bless our children. So if you would join with me now. You are loved, special, and important. We behold and bless the Christ you are. And now as we come to the end of our service, we're going to do the peace blessing. So if you would please join me as we come together to close this time. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me, with us. And now let's do the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. I am that light. The love of God enfolds us. I am that love. The power of God protects us. I am that power. The presence of God watches over us. I am that presence. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well.
Thank you, Unity of Fort Myers, for giving me this opportunity to serve you for the past year and a half. I bless you. I love you. I'm grateful for our times together, and I look forward to our future. Join with us next Sunday, the November 22nd, for Reverend Crystal's first Sunday, and join us for the coffee hour immediately following the service. Be blessed, my loves. Bye now.
Peace in my life is growing because I choose love. Love's always present, it's what I'm made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one tie that binds us, that can't be undone. I choose love. Peace in my family